on. There you go. Whew, yeah. 8 o'clock. Perfect timing. So, aloha. Good evening, guys. Welcome Hawaiian Hauntings and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm joined up here tonight with my friend Matt. And we're going to be cruising up here, telling some of the stories, checking it out, exploring, all that good stuff. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and begin. So we parked outside here where we were a couple weeks ago doing an investigation. And I'll tell you some of the stories I told that night. Parked, actually, I'm going to walk a little bit. Parked right over here. We would reverse right up to the gate because the gate would always be closed. And then we just walk up the road and go in. But every now and then we would switch. Like I'd have to watch the van or the other guy would have to watch the van. So the whole group goes up to the lookout and you're sitting here by yourself. And right around here is where things would growl in the bush, is where things would throw rocks at the van, push the van, shake it, that kind of stuff. And I found this a couple weeks ago. It's a little canal channel thing that's been carved out where the water goes to. And yeah, hey, Jacob and Jemet, Uilani, Brenda, how's it? How's it? Suzette, aloha, how's it? So yeah, what I saw in my head was that something would come up through here and scare the crap out of me in my van that was right over here. But yeah, that's kind of how I started doing the tours, was with that kind of stuff going on all the time. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. Maderos, how's it? How's it? Now, one thing I've always enjoyed was the consistency. Hey, Aussie. Aloha Cricket, how's it? How's it? The consistency of, but I haven't really done this in years, so we'll see if it's still consistent. You can hear the insects, you can hear the animals around. But as we walked up, you would never hear it coming from the right side. There would never be any noise on the right side, just on the left. Like the right side always felt darker, a little bit more foreboding, you know. We'll see if that stays true and consistent. Bless you, bro. Keith, how's it? Aloha. Oh, I think maybe I should have driven up here. Yeah. Nah, I don't think the cops like to lock you in here because then they got to come back, open them up after you. Yeah, I don't think they would. Let's call it Uber. Huh? I haven't seen that for a while. Yeah, I haven't seen that for a while. But of course, the police also have ghost stories about coming up here, locking up the gate, closing the gate, yeah. Whew. Hey Janice, hey Phoebe, how's it? So there have been a few nights, well, one night in particular. Up here we had a strange phenomenon. We had a ghost car, which we didn't know was a ghost car. Robert, the guest who was on my live last week Sunday, yeah, about a week ago. He was down at the car, watching the car. I took the group up. We're getting right around this corner when a car comes barreling down the road with its headlights on. Hold on, real fast. I hear noises now. Oh, let's see this. Can you see the canal from here? Yep. What's that? Oh, get TV. Yeah.
Yeah, just the only one here.
What the hell? I'm acting all surprised that this thing was here when it's in plain view. You know what I mean? But yeah, so like we're coming right around this turn, And the group literally had to jump out of the way. Yeah? Lorna, Neo, Troy, how's it? So the car didn't run over them. And I kind of laughed. I'm like, huh, stupid guy driving the car. The gate's locked and there's no way out. I said, just stay on the side of the road because he's going to come back up. But he never did come back up. I figured he was talking story with Robert or something. So we came back down after we did the site, and I asked Robert, what happened to that guy? You know, did they open up the gates for him? And Robert's like, what guy? I'm like, the guy that drove down as we were walking up. He almost hit us, and Robert's like, I was here by myself the whole night. I didn't see any cars. I didn't see anybody. But everybody in the group was arguing with him, saying, yeah, we did. He was right there. We saw. We all had to jump out. Hey, Tadine, how's it? Hold on. I have a book with lots of ghost stories about things around the island, and Morgan's Corner is one of them in that book. Let me know if you're gonna borrow it. I'll send it to you. What book is that? I might have it. Hey, Joy, how's it? Hey, Sandy. Over here, yeah, I could pull up some pictures. Over here, a little bit more ahead, we had a picture of someone snapped a picture on the ghost tour one night, and I saw it in the camera, but that was like the last I saw of it. There was a sign up here. I don't know if it's still here. It said left to Kaneohe, right to Honolulu. And right in the glare of the sign, of the flash, it looked like a silhouette of a lady. And that could be just the glare, how it looked, you know. Hey, Cassie, how's it? But what I found interesting was I had brought another friend here, Sherry. And she felt the urge, this was about a year or two later, to walk up to that sign and leave an offering. Like a really nice pearl necklace she had, really expensive. She wanted to leave it up here as an offering. She said it was for Pele because Pele's at that sign. I guess the sign's not here anymore, but it was right over here. Yeah, it was right over here as you come out of this little driveway thing over here. Yeah. Whew. Hey, Hawaiian, how's it? Let's see, hold on, let me get my better flashlight. Yeah, right over here. So yeah, with that said, it's just a little bunch of things happening here and there. Welcome to the Pali Lookout. I still have reception, but it might get a little choppy. We're gonna go ahead and find out if it does or not. Sometimes the reception gets a little choppy, but I'm gonna try to do the best that I can. Hold on, I'm gonna set this thing up. We'll sit here for a minute. How you feeling, bro? Yeah, you good? Yeah. Yeah, here, Newton one to Pali Lookout, and it's telling me slow connection. We'll make this a little bit higher. So you know what I'll do? I'll share some of the stories over here, and then we'll walk up and lose reception again. You know what I should have got? I should have got another phone with a different carrier. So at least one of them would work. I get T-Mobile. T-Mobile usually is good, but I don't know. So first, this is where we always would begin all of the ghost tours, right? The first site of the ghost tours. And this kind of started it introduced the paranormal to the group and how we viewed it. It was always good fun as we drove up here. Everybody's always laughing and cracking jokes and all of that stuff. And oh yeah, Hawaii haunted. You guys are all superstitious and blah blah blah. And it's easy to talk like that when you're on a lit highway. And then the second we take the cutoff and we drive up here or drive up to the gate, everybody falls silent and they're like, "Oh, are we getting out? Are we actually getting out here?" I'm like, "Yeah, we are." And we're gonna walk around and I'm gonna show you where hundreds of warriors perhaps were pushed off the cliff to their death. And they're like, "What?" They're all scared. So we get over here and we do a little protocol. So let me do it tonight. Yeah. So aloha kupuna. Aloha to the spirits up here that call this your home. I asked permission to be in the area tonight and to share some stories and some experiences with some people. My name is Joe. This is my friend Matt. We ask for permission to walk with you tonight. We do not wish to walk against you. If tonight is not a good night, you have just to let us know, and we will turn around and leave. With that said, it is an honor to enter your home and to take care, and we really appreciate it. So, mahalo. But I'll go sit down on the stuff here for a minute. I'm gonna pull on my iPad and see if I can find some of the pictures that were taken up here. Because I feel like if I go any further up, it'll be a loss of reception. So, and you know what? This is kind of a nice view. Huh? Leave them like this. So up here, I had one of the more infamous pictures, one of the more by far interesting pictures here. Was on one of my first nights on the tour too. I have it on my Facebook. It is I want to call it a stage 4 apparition. It looks like a man. It was a shadow that was standing up in the parking lot. So what happened was we were walking back to the van that night. See, trying to reconnect already. Sorry, that sucks. Is the wind too much too? Let me know, yeah, guys. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, just did a post about the Pali. All right, guys. Yeah, I know. My connection is glitching up here too. I don't know about YouTube though. YouTube looks to be all right. If I could have somebody share the YouTube link as well, like Melody or Uilani or Joy, I'd appreciate it. Maybe the YouTube one will be better. Profile pictures. This is the picture on my Facebook, yeah. So you can look it up on my Facebook cover. Yeah. This is one of them right there. You've seen this one, huh? Yeah. Thank you. So let me turn this off. No need light anyway. So this was a picture that we took, that somebody on the tour took. We were walking back down to the car, and there was a shadow. It looked like a shadow of a person standing up in the parking lot, right on the side. And so people started snapping a picture of it. And this one, sorry, I'm like 2 phones here. I'm having a hard time with this. And this came up. I'll just do it on each. So if you look, at first I thought it was a warrior. It looks like somebody keeping guard, yeah, keeping watch kind of a thing. So it looked to me like a Hawaiian warrior, but then when you get a closer look, you see the black of the life vest going over his shoulder and under the arm. It's like his left shoulder is facing you, and the head kind of looks like he's wearing a mask. And even on the top of the head, it's a little discolored. It looks like almost like a pig skin cap or something. You know, not pig skin, but like it looks like a pilot. So on the night one night on the tour, I don't know. Is YouTube better, you guys? Are you maybe I can't determine whether it's better or not because I can't hear it. But yeah, there was a guy on the tour who said that this wasn't a warrior. This was a World War I or World War II pilot. Seeing his life vest, they would all have to wear life vests. Seeing his what looked like an oxygen mask on his face so he could breathe at higher elevation. You guys are good on YouTube? Okay, well, why don't you guys come over to YouTube? Somebody can send the link. Yeah. Right on. Thanks, guys. Yeah, this is one of my favorite pictures that we're taking over here. Level 1 manifestation would be an orb. Level 2 is a very, very bright orb. Level 3 is it starts to form outside the orb. Level 4 would be something like this, where the orb, it looks like an orb, but the energy formed into a person, right? The other picture I wanted to show you was the one that we attributed to Pele. This one right there. It's just weird. So, you know what? I'm going to try to turn this phone to the side. Because, yeah, things can't, you know. Yeah. There we go. This was taken right here. You can see the handicap signs in the picture. And when this picture was taken, we smelled sulfur up here. And the wind turned hot. And so we kind of think that this might actually be Madame Pele. I know a lot of people see different faces in it and stuff like that, but yeah. I saw the faces too. I see especially this guy right here, but it's kind of odd how he just stands out above everything else, yeah. But yeah, this is the reason why we believe sometimes Pele is up here. I think we'll take a little walk up there and then like see how the reception is, but then turn around and go back down. Doesn't look like I can do any story sharing down here. You cool with going into that little yeah, okay. Yeah, Facebook just about crapped out on me. So we're gonna go up until YouTube craps out on me. And then we'll turn around and we'll walk back. Huh, that's funny. I walk further in and the internet returns. I don't understand. There is something I would definitely want to see though, because they did add something here. I wouldn't say not too long. I would say not too long ago, but I haven't really come up here very often. I did see it one night on the tour, and that's on when we were doing a live, and I kind of want to check it out again. This is a new altar over here. It's a new little altar area where, if I'm not mistaken, this is where they brought back the bones of many of our female warriors and buried them up here. I'm not sure how other people got a hold of the bones of our female warriors, but could somebody send the link for the YouTube page? I think I have the link in the description. Hold on, let me see. All right, the link is in the video. If you go to that, it says I have one link featured. I've never been on the other side that you guys are on, so I wouldn't know how to pull it up. Huh? Hawaiian Huntings on YouTube and click on live, and then I should put it on. That's good. Aloha, aoli pilikia. Aloha kupuna. Wow. This place feels very reverent. Yeah, that's what Opaka took a picture of. Whakipana Hawaiian cultural sites show respect. Do not remove, mark, or wrap the rocks. Single shells and rock walls. Let's see what it meant. That's a fascinating collection of, thanks, Mitsu. Yeah, it's melody. Fascinating collection of offerings. I don't want to touch. In honor of the bravery, skill, and commitment of Hawaiian warrior women who fought and died in the Battle of Uanu in 1795, whose bones were then looted by RCL Perkins in 1894 and illegally removed and taken to Cambridge University in England, and thereafter repatriated and reburied more than a century later. We shall never forget your sacrifice and will forever honor your courage with this reburial platform, fondly known as the Halealo. As we I definitely wanted to come and check this out. Aloha. We are here to talk about this. We're here to share stories. Please join us if you would like. We don't mean any disrespect, and if for whatever reason we're not welcome to come up here tonight, simply let Opaka posted a photo of the ahu and the offerings on it this afternoon. That's interesting. I'm like, I guess it all depends, yeah. That's funny. YouTube and Facebook keep working, huh? But never at the same time. So let's push it a little further. Man, I'm so sorry that your bones were taken to England. So Melody, what I'm thinking in my head right now is what you were telling us the other night about Ku. Ku with the British accent. I wonder if these Hawaiian women would speak with a British accent as well. Let's go check out what was that? Huh? Oh yeah, a little toad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, we would do Ulupoheyao, and the tourists would just be afraid of the toads. We'd be doing something in the bush next to us, all the leaves and stuff. And everybody would be like, oh my god, what is that? I hear footsteps. And then we shine the light and it's a toad, and they're even more scared of it being a toad than of it being a ghost. I just heard something, like a high pitched noise. As I said that. Returning from a routine combat patrol mission around Hawaii searching for enemy forces. They crashed in foul weather and darkness on a bleak Easter Sunday evening that claimed 2 patrolling combat crews within 10 miles of each other. The second one was over by Makapu'u. I remember reading about that. All all the electronics were believed to start malfunctioning and they couldn't tell up from down, and they crashed into the mountain. I believe that that picture that we had caught is actually one of these gentlemen. Too, and the name James kept on the word generator. James kept like several times. There was Second Lieutenant James W. Okay, so I'm gonna be quiet for a little while. I want to see you guys see the lookout. I'm gonna mute it so you guys don't get your ears blown out, and then we'll walk down out of the wind and tell stories. Okay. I'll show you guys. Wasn't that windy now, but it's a little more windy down there where the signs are. This actually works a little better. This actually works a little better now. If I duck, but then you guys cannot see nothing but this sign. This is the Pali lookout. It's very windy always. Yes, I need a fuzzy mic. I gotta add that to my shopping list. 1795, I believe, this is where the battle happened. You know what? We're gonna talk a little bit more. Now the wind's coming in here too. A little bit in a few minutes, we're gonna walk away. Of course, I stopped talking and the wind stops, huh? Bruh. Alright, yeah, that's the windward side. This was the place where the Battle of the Pali ended, or the Battle of Oahu. Kamehameha battled with Kalani Kupuli. And Kalani Kupuli was the warrior, the opposing army, the army of Oahu. Kamehameha forced his forces up to Nu'uanu Valley and over to this point, which is a 900-foot drop straight down. This is how Kamehameha won the battle. From what I've heard, many renditions of the story, some saying thousands of warriors fell over here, some saying only about 10 or 20 did, some saying more like when they got to this point, Kamehameha asked them to give up, and they gave up, and he spared their life if they would fight for him. In turn, Kamehameha then welcomed and incorporated all of their gods. So he wasn't forcing his culture, his gods, his beliefs on the people of Oahu. However, it was said that Kamehameha's god, of course, was Kukailimoku, and the higher ranks, they decided to not take this amnesty offer because if they did, they would have been sacrificed to the god of war. They decided to jump over the cliff and take their own lives, dashing their bones 900 feet below on the rock. It's said that the bones still rest there till today. This place can be so windy that many times people say they can, if you tried to jump off the cliff, the wind would pull you back up. I know as a kid, we would come over here with a handful of pennies, throw them over the cliff, and watch it fly back up and hit all the tourists. You know, just stupid kind kid stuff, you know. But yeah, this is the beautiful Pali lookout. Hey Faye, how's it? It's very peaceful and serene. There's hardly been anything bad that has happened up here on the tour or when I've been up here. Sometimes you'll hear the conch shell resonating from the valley. Sometimes, like down this road, down over here, you get mo'o. You get more of the mo'o spirit. The story that I told, the old Pali Road goes around this ridge in the distance, and it goes back inside, and that's where the story had occurred. Maybe I'll take you guys down there one night. I don't think I'm gonna go hiking tonight. I know of someone. Hey, Patricia, how's it? I know of someone who tried to jump and the wind blew them back up. Oh man, I don't think I would try, but um, it's just interesting the things that happen here. Just little things. It's more like it's always felt more safe, but it feels like Judd, where there's a lot of different spirits that are passing through. Yeah, this was the way over the mountain. The way to get from the windward side to the leeward side, if you had to go over. This was the lowest point. So we're gonna walk down over here. I'll show you guys a picture that was on the live, my the little video my son did. Yeah, I see YouTube videos of people like duct taping blankets to their ankles and their arms, and they try to like fly away and let the wind pick them up. Yeah, I choose life. So here's the Battle of the Pali, a painting by Herb Kane. The late 1700s, Kamehameha I from the island of Hawaii sought to unite all the Hawaiian islands under one rule. The battle for Oahu began with the arrival of his forces at Waikiki, 1795. Oahu had been defeated by Maui forces a decade earlier, and Maui's chief, Kalani Kupuli, now led the forces of Oahu. So how I understood it was that Kamehameha was battling his cousin on the Big Island, and as he was doing that, Kalani Kupuli was on Maui, and Kamehameha owned some land on Maui that they had won, and he went back and took it because Kamehameha was busy. So when Kamehameha conquered the island of Oahu, Hawaii, the Big Island, he had to go back to Maui and conquer the section that he had that was his. But Kalani Kupuli ran, and so he ended up conquering the island and following Kalani Kupuli to Molokai, which he then conquered. And then he fled to Oahu. And basically the uniting of the island was following Kalani Kupuli. This is one of the versions I've heard. You know, there's many of them. Both sides fought with Hawaiian spears and Western firearms, but Kamehameha's cannon gave him the winning advantage. The battle, called Kalele Ka'anai, the leaping of the anai fish, refers to the men forced off the cliff during the conflict. An estimated 400 warriors died in this battle. With Kamehameha's victory on Oahu and the signing of an agreement with Chief Kaumoali'i on Kauai, he became the first king of Hawaiian Islands. And you can look over here and you can see women also fought in this battle, right? You can see the handheld guns that they would have, the little muskets. You'd see of course, the mahiole. You'd see the spears that were twice their height. You see just we had this painting up at Kamehameha in Midkiff. It was, I think, the original because it was huge. And I would just stare at it sometimes, just pulling it in because there's different stories with everything. You could see the weapons and everything. It was an amazing thing. Yeah, the sounds of... Oh, the painting's in the museum now. I remember there was a big one at Kamehameha at Midkiff. Like probably about 10 feet, 15 feet. This place always feels nice. I like to come up here when I'm not on a live. That way I don't need to worry about entertaining. And I don't need to worry about bad reception or wind. I can always hear my own thoughts. This is the place I'll sometimes go to talk with the spirits. And they will speak through the wind, through other things. They will talk back to you, yeah. I used to go down the old road on the side over here, and about 10, 15 yards in, the wind just all of a sudden dies completely and totally. And you can hear and feel everything. It's awesome. Okay, we're going to walk back a little bit down and check them out. We're going to go explore another place and share a few stories there. I've never heard this. Oh, from the painting in the museum, you can hear the sound of yelling. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of creepy, but that's cool. Kind of cool. For live, to take you guys all to where the waterfalls are. Maybe in the daytime though. Yeah. Sounds like water. Yeah. Sounds like a river down there. So, mahalo kupuna. Thank you for allowing us up here. Your resting place is very beautiful. We are very fortunate to have you up here, that we can come and pay respect and honor you guys. It's interesting how this place transforms. We used to come here all the time, right, for the ghost tour, 2008 to 2012, 2014, and it didn't look like this at all. Oh, a little. We had a story. So when we'd come down sometimes over here, we would see. I'd see a gentleman that would come down, and he would go into the corner, and like on the right, it kind of freaked me out one night because I shone my flashlight down there because I heard movement, and I saw about 24 eyes reflected back at me, staring at me. And yeah, I was by myself. I was a little creeped out, but turns out it was a bunch of cats. On this side over here, that's where they feed there's a guy that would come and feed the cats, right? So I came down here one night, and I was watching the van, and he came up. We talked story a little bit. He told me that he feeds the cats, and he also comes over here at night to feed the pueo, the owl, which is his amakua. And then he'll come over here and he'll call down the pueo, and the pueo will come onto his arm, and he'll just feed the pueo by hand. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. You heard that, yeah? Is that the car? Sounded like a drum to me, bro. Okay. Ah, yeah. But that sounded like a drum, dude. It sounded like a Hawaiian drum. Oh, I still feel. Let me finish the story. About a year later, he came down over here. We're hanging out again, and he was he didn't know who he's talking to. That's the thing about being in the black. You don't see faces, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you used to have a ghost tour over here." Well, not a one. And I used to tell the guy I would feed my amakua, my owl over here, and he bought it. He believed it. He started laughing. I'm like, "Oh, you fricka, that was me." He's like, "Oh, for real? You really thought I did?" And I'm like, "Hey, yeah." My goodness, I was getting into another one. I forgot. Uh, so I'll tell the story as we're walking down. One of my favorite stories, because I mean, we've come up here a lot, and little things happen here and there. You know what I mean? We'll hear the conch shell. Somebody will bring pork, something like that, and it's not really a story. It's just an occurrence, which is awesome because it adds to more, right? But they all add up after a while. But this one was a story, and I do have more stories here. I've forgotten them, to be honest. This one was, we had a guy, I think his name was Micah. He worked with the company for a little while, and he was just a driver. He drove the other van, so I was a tour guide and he was a driver. He just followed me with the other half of the group. And so we get down to the bottom where we parked outside the gate, and I started walking up the same road that we are now walking down, and there's a car coming. So I'll go on this side. And as I start walking up, this lady told me that we had to stop. And I'm like, okay. And she, at the beginning of the tour, like when I picked her up, she gave me her business card. She was a psychic, right? Like a legitimate card-carrying psychic that had her business doing psychic readings and all that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So we're walking up here, and she's like, just to let you know, try hold up real fast. I'm like, okay, what's going on? She's like, there's a guy coming down the road. He's wearing white. And he's coming down the road and he wants to talk to us. And I'm like, all right. In my head, I picture this guy, because I picture this old Hawaiian kahuna coming down the road with a white robe kind of thing, right? But for some reason, how I picture him is he is crawling because he doesn't have any legs. Like he got injured and he's crawling. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. Then she tells me that he's crawling down the road. And I'm like, what? What do you mean crawling? She's like he has no legs? She's like, yeah, he doesn't have any legs. He's crawling. He's asking you not to come up here tonight because it's busy. There's something going up here. There's something going on over here that you guys might disturb. And so I looked at the group and I was faced with this decision. And I'm like, people paid $60 a person. And it's really hard to say, oh, sorry, the ghost said we cannot come up tonight. So I asked the lady, I'm like, I asked the old man, and the lady was the interpreter. I'm like, could we go up if we just go up to the lookout? She looked towards the darkness. She nodded her head. She said, yes, but you can't go past the lookout. You can go to the lookout, but that's it. So I'm like, okay, that sounds good. So we walk up to the lookout, and this night it was calm. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. It was calm, no wind at all. Not a single noise. It was just amazing, right? So we're walking over there, and we're just kind of tripping out because it's not windy like it usually is. And get to the lookout, do a few stories. Me, I feeling a little stupid. Kolohe, I'm like, okay, who wants to try and go down the road? The decision was to try and go down the road. And the lady just kind of shook her head, and I'm like, well, we gotta try, you know what I mean? And so we start walking down towards where the wind picks up, right towards the ramp. And as we did that, the wind picked up. From out of nowhere, this wind started blowing. I'm talking like more than 70 miles an hour. I was trying to step down that ramp, and my foot would not move forward. Every time I lifted my foot up, something would shove it back. It was like a literal wall of wind. That's the only time I've ever encountered that in my life. But I noticed something else while I was struggling, because I'm hard-headed, to walk down there. I noticed that our vision started getting bad. We were in a cloud all of a sudden. You could see maybe 10 feet in front of you. I could barely see the group in my flashlight. And I'm looking and I'm yelling over the sound of the wind, to hold on to people and all of that. And then I realized in my flashlight that the cloud was not moving. It was the mist, and this mist just hung there and did nothing. It did not move at all. It was stationary as this wind was ripping through us. Wonder why the ghosts get all upset. Hey, Jubu, how's it? Don't worry, bro. But cars are loud. We go inside here. We go check them out. I'll go finish the story here first. So the wind is ripping through us, and the wind is not moving in the flashlight. And I was kind of tripping out. At that point, I decided to yell, and I'm like, "No, guys, turn around. We're going back." So we get back to the place where the ahu is now, where the women bones are. There wasn't there at the time. And I go back down over there. I get over there, and the wind just flips off. There's no wind at all. The wind just shuts off like somebody flipped a switch. The mist is still clinging to us though. And I'm looking at everybody and I'm like, I asked them, what, like, try again? And they didn't want to try again. Matt's with me tonight. That's the guy over here. So like, you guys want to try again? And it was unanimous that no, they did not want to try again. As we started walking back down towards the car, we got into the parking lot, and only then did the mist actually start to lift. And as we walked further down back to our vans that were right out here, We it was completely calm, peaceful, not a cloud in the sky like it had been before. And so I get over here, I get into my car ready to go, and I realize that the guy that's watching the van, is no longer here. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm here. I got two vans. I'm the only one that can drive. My other guide is missing. Okay. I'm kind of tripping out over here. And so I honk my horn and I walk a little bit down to that sign over there. And I see him coming up from the median on the highway over there. Just where the lights are in the middle of the highway between the two lanes. Yeah. I see him walking up from there, coming back up to me. And he was soaking wet. And he comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, good, you guys are back." I'm like, "Bro, you okay or what? You all right?" He's like, "Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I'm good. I'm better now that you're back." I'm like, "How come you were over there?" He's like, "Well, I was in the car, and things started hitting the car. Something started shaking the car, and basically all the stuff I've heard before, yeah." And I looked at him. I'm like, "Bruh, for real?" I'm like, "Yeah, that happens, dude. Don't worry about it." He's like, "Yeah." I looked at him. I'm like, "Brother, you must have been scared because you are soaked in sweat, man." And he's like, "Oh, no, no, it's not sweat." I'm like, "What?" And I'm thinking pee or something. I'm like, "Holy crap." But like, no. He said he sat in between the barriers, in between the lanes and the median, and it starts raining buckets just on him under the streetlight he was sitting on. And I'm like, "What? For real?" He's like, "Dude, it was just raining on me. I was sitting down there and it just started pouring rain. Just me." He's like, "When you drive down there, you can look." And I looked to the place he said, and it was a light post surrounded by a little puddle of water because it didn't rain at all that night. Yeah, it was just so strange. That one was, yeah, I was a little more kolohe back then. I wanted to experience a lot of things, and I went about it a lot of the wrong ways from time to time, but that's kind of how I learned, yeah. So with that said, we're gonna go explore. You ready? We're gonna try go this way. I wonder how old this whole thing is over here. Watch out, bro. So this is a little drainage ditch, yeah, that has concrete and rocks and all that. Um, Here's a little bit of a tricky part here. There you go. Let me clear the way. Here's a tree, yeah. All right. This is fascinating to me because I've always been interested on what was on this side of the road because it was always so silent and quiet. Yeah. At least I hear bugs. I can hear the wind, but I can't feel the wind. There we go. I'm gonna put the tripod up. Are you down? Are you down for turning off the light in a minute?
Yeah.
I kind of want to see how the energy is. Don't be scared of the dead bodies. Forget you, boo. Nah, only scared of reanimated bodies. It's wind. That sounds the wind, Phoebe. Yeah, man. I mean, look at this, dude. It's big difference in the quality.
Oh yeah.
Same light. This one is actually closer to the light. That's why I suggest YouTube, guys. The quality is so much better.
There's barely any cutouts either.
Yeah, this one didn't cut off YouTube. All right. I'm gonna turn the light off. We're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Oh, it's actually bluer than the actual.
Huh?
It's actually bluer than the actual
Yeah.
graffiti.
So aloha. I'm wondering if there's anybody around here with us tonight. If there's anybody here that wants us to know, I'd love for you to communicate with us. Of course, the same rules apply as always. No touching, no following, no harming. Yeah? You know what's funny? As I was walking down, I was standing right out here, doing the rest of the story. I felt an electric shock go through my left hand. I just kind of thought it's, how your muscle kind of twinges, right? But now it's actually throbbing. Oh, ow, fricka.
And just ahead of us, I thought I saw like light just flash.
I saw that too, yeah. I'm not going to bust this thing out yet. Ah, what the heck? Oh, ooh. Maybe it's from holding the... Nah, it's when the camera's on my right hand. This is my left hand. It's right here. Like, if I do that... Ah. Ugh. So can you make a noise of a branch dropping? Or snapping? I'm going to count to 5. And if it's in that time frame, I'll take it as a sign. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what is that? You hear that? You hear that? It's like, huh? No. It was like a chirping on the right.
When we were walking down earlier,
Yeah.
I thought I heard like a whistling, like a bird.
Okay. Faye, we are in the dark. Here, let me turn the light on real fast. We are in the canal, the little drainage canal off the side of the entrance to the Pali. Hey, Tunui, aloha, Sid. Felt a difference in vibration when you came to this place. It's not as ominous here where you are now. Well, it sure as hell feels a little more ominous. So, let me think. Let me try to feel it. I feel something over here. This whole area to my right, I can feel something over here. I don't know what it is.
I heard the branch when we first.
Huh?
I know I heard something crack when we first
Yeah.
got up into the branch breaking. Somebody stepped in.
Oh, your neighborhood is all black. Something is walking around us. Okay, I'm sure they are. My neighborhood is black. Not sure if the outage went all the way up here. The highway is still lit, what I saw, but we were in here for a few minutes. I never understood why they get one light at the Pali Lookout. They have a big street light over there. In my entire life, that light has never had power. All right. Every little noise, yeah. Just a piece of leaf blowing into this little gutter was like, oh, what is that? I should
Hear
walk
it
the.
up there now?
Huh?
Hear it up there now?
Uh huh. I I don't feel anything, which is kind of strange because I don't feel curiosity,
Yeah,
and so that leads me to believe that whatever this is, they're blocking their intentions.
yeah, I feel no negative vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Jubu. Let's try to walk down the other way and see how far that goes.
Behind us?
Yeah, because we know it goes
How
up.
far? Maybe we entered this kind of a barricade.
Yeah,
Like,
let's go over that little barricade.
we're gonna go over it.
Yeah, see how far this thing is paved. Oh, this is fun. And I know I would. I don't think I'd do this by myself. Sorry, I'm also trying to get the legs on the tripod back up. There we go.
I'm following this little trail.
Yeah. Test. Yeah, I see you. Oh wow, look at this, dude. Careful. The canal continues, but be careful because it looks like there's about 2 feet of debris, and this is where it ends. See? Hawaiian graffiti. It's just a big block, like the rain came down and knocked the trees in a little dam. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Faye. And thanks, Melody, for offered to help me moderate. If I can figure out how to do that. I don't have any problems. If we get people that act stupid, well, I mean, I love dealing with those people. They're so much fun. Oop. Trolls don't typically bother me. I guess it's no fun being a troll if the guy that you're trying to troll loves being trolled. Oh, what is this? It's a little rope. Okay, wow.
What's on the trail thing?
My guess is this is a trail that goes somewhere, or somebody lives back here, because this is definitely a little thing
To get up there.
to get up here.
Yeah. Sweet memory of you. In my heart forever.
Sweet memories of you. Oh, wow. Oh, it's a dog.
Look at that 2010.
22.
Angel.
Okay, well, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Yep. And this is an actual trail. You good, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aloha. Anybody back here? How's it? It has rope handles, yeah, Alan. I read that as that's a Hitler noose. I'm like, brah. No, it's a hiker's noose. Oh, this place is cool. This place feels like Judd. I mean, God, I wonder why, right? Left or right? Is this even a trail? Not really. No. We'll go right. Hey, look, there's a trail marker right here, too. So this is a trail that goes somewhere. Anybody knows where this trail goes? We have any avid hikers in here? Yeah, we follow on the red flags or the pink flags. We can go a few more minutes and then we're gonna turn around if we cannot find some really cool place. Cause I do have to work in the AM. This will be let's go. This will be a let's explore later kind of thing. That's a tree. That's a tree that got uprooted. Was that a cat? Yeah, Phoebe. In California, I brought my friend over here from San Diego, and he couldn't believe it how many trees we had here. Yeah, that's a big tree that fell. Hmm?
Really big.
Yeah. It reminds me of the redwood. It's called Sequoia National Park or something like that. Yeah. Once again, we got two trails here. Where's the flag? Is that you?
Yeah,
Okay. So you grunted, right?
Huh?
You grunted or made a noise?
Yeah, that was
Okay, okay. Just want to make sure. Oh, get baby tea leaf. Yeah, we're starting to elevate now. Oh, watch out for pigs. Yeah, you know what? We actually saw, before we started the live, a pig hunter coming out of these bushes. We'll get to the top of this and then call it. No, no, not the top of this whole trail. The top of where I can see. And there's the wind. Oh, that looks so cool. The trail just goes down into darkness. The Hunter's Trail to Nu'uanu. Okay. We're gonna turn around and head back. I do want to come here again when I'm a little more prepared. Another big tree. These trees aren't supposed to be here, yeah? Nu'uanu Valley used to be all like dry, mostly sandalwood. I would love to find the place that King Kalakaua redirected the river. He took the water from the windward side and redirected it to this side of the island. I would love to see where he did that. Maybe this trail is that. That would be fascinating. If maybe it was Kalakaua, maybe it was somebody before him. Oh, so the trees just made a little hissing sound. I don't know if you heard that, Matt. The wind blew and the trees were moving, and it sounded like hissing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God we got no snakes in Hawaii.
Huh?
Said, thank God we got no snakes in Hawaii.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Jubu, we gotta come back here. Look like, yeah. Just, just throw it onto the list of things to do. The redwoods. That's what it reminds me of. I think Omalehia is where the river was diverted. So I walked down that old road, the old Pali road, and I saw, ooh, where the waterfall goes down, Likeke Falls. If you look on the top of Likeke Falls, where that little valley is that you can go hike on, right? You can hike up that little valley. It looks to me like the water level was I've only seen it maybe a foot high at that. Maybe a foot high. But if you get there and look, you can see the wear and tear of where the water used to be, a good 4 to 5 feet high. So that was how high the waterfall used to be back when Kavainui Marsh was a fish pond, right? Because that's what it would feed. I don't think it was Ho'omalehia, because Ho'omalehia feeds Kaneohe Stream, which is in my backyard. And if that was the case, then the river behind my house would have signs of it being a lot bigger. And it doesn't. So yeah. But I've looked it up, or I've tried to, and I wasn't able to find out where are we. This way? That way? Left? Okay. Wasn't able to find out even who or when the water was diverted. But if you look at the lo'i up here at Kukani Local, at no, Kaniakapupu, you can tell that these are newer lo'i, right? In fact, they are the highest elevated lo'i in the whole Pacific region. And that's more of the 1800s to treat the famine, yeah, that we were going through. All right, hold on.
Let me hold that before you go down.
Yeah. Let me see something. Okay, so gotta grab this one.
Let me hold your truck.
Yeah, please. I'm not gonna be.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna try to be all good.
that'd be great, but I don't know if I can carry you out. No, no. You're a little bit bigger than me, bro.
There you go. Thanks.
Yeah.
You grab something?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. What, Jubu? You questioning my sense of direction in the pitch black when I get lost? How dare you? You can turn around. This would have to be another night because I work in a few hours. And tomorrow we do Ulupo Heiau. Funny, kind of feels empty now, yeah? Whew. No, yeah, the road is over here. I can see the Pali lights, but I don't like come out on the highway, yeah. Too much lights. 1, 2, 3. Whew, yeah, good exercise, bro.
Kind of warm back there.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice to have the wind. Imagine doing this in the daytime when it's hot. That might not scare some drivers, huh? um, plenty of stuff around there. I see them close, come out, but then gone as you guys get closer to them. Yeah. Wonder what they are. This is it right over here.
Yeah.
Okay. I was half expecting to see like a homeless camp or something over here. Yeah. You good?
Yep.
Okay. Whew. Hey, so mahalo to the spirits. Thank you for allowing us to be in here and not messing with us too bad. Yeah, sorry it was real loud at the Pali, yeah, guys. Would have been great to share more stories up there at the lookout. Maybe I'll come back here and do what I wanted to do, set up the tent or the table and the chair and, you know, come by. Right now, exploration falls to me a little bit loudly. What's up, brother? Like, whip back on you. Whew. Yeah, we probably weren't that far down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Flip this. Flip this. Ooh. There you go. Bro,
Did you stand on the
look, my hands are up here.
soda?
Yeah, my card is unlocked. They're like, all right, get out of here.
There's the unlock?
Did it lock or unlock?
I don't know. I just saw the lights turn on. So why didn't you? Yeah, I don't know your car. So.
Me too. It's still kind of new old car.
Maybe you put it in your pocket and maybe pressed up against the car or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. That was weird. The car lights just went off. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I really recommend the YouTube. Be a little better if you guys have that. The colors are more dynamic. The lighting is better. And apparently the reception is better, although they're both T-Mobile. Go figure, right? Yeah, you could tell, I'm not exactly in shape. Sweating my butt off over here. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care. Aloha. This one, and this one, and this one. And